I sat down to plan the shortest way to get maximum marks, right? So around somewhere in my fourth semester or fifth semester, I don't remember exactly when, but around that time, it's a little hazy memory. I sat down to figure it out. Sat down with pen and paper. Okay, nothing. Okay, trying to invent a way that what should I do. I identified the following steps. Okay, step 1. It is not enough if you work hard. The teacher needs to have the impression that you are working hard. Additionally, it is important that the teacher likes you. In most universities, a bunch of marks is awarded by the subject teacher. Even if you're in Bombay University, Delhi University, where there are external teachers, okay, even they have some marks to give you. Yes or no? They have some discretionary marks. But if you're in an NLU or Symbiosis, Amity, any kind of university, within the university, the teacher, then so everything is in hand of the teacher, right? So it is very critical factor. Although actually a lot of the mystery why I was not scoring well was also because I was sleeping in the class, I was doing other things in the class, I was constantly pissing off my teachers, okay, and that did not help. The teachers who liked me, I got good marks. When I look back, I see consistently when the teachers and I had a good relationship, I got good marks every single time. Step 2, if you are let me give you an example here. This is actually important to understand. Okay, how would the teacher know that you are working hard? So for example, in my first semester, in one we could score 7 CGPA, right? In one subject, in 2 subjects I scored 7 out of 7. So in those, one subject was taught. And why I scored 7? Because I scored very high project marks, one of the best in the class. Why did I score so high? Because I have been going to the teacher and asking questions and telling her, and I had no strategy, by the way, because I was not doing in all subjects. In that subject, I was a little stuck, and I was going to the teacher with some suggestions and questions and telling her what I have researched. And she said, go write this. And I got very good marks because the teacher saw I was working hard. Now, there are other subjects where I was working harder, but I never went to the teacher. I was working in silence. Okay, so I did not get as much marks in project in those subjects, because who has time to read these hundreds of projects, right? If you are doing a project, make sure you go and ask the teacher for advice and share what you have already researched and plan to write. This will ensure you get above average marks in project, viva, etc. Because the teacher sees that you are working, whereas many hardworking students will never go and consult teachers. So the teachers have no idea that they are working hard. Okay. Lesson: marketing is important. A good product alone is not enough. So if you are a good product, if your work is good, it is not enough. There has to be marketing backing it. People should know that you are actually good. Okay. One who teaches you never corrects your papers, but Sri Lakshmi, there must be some project. Something must be there, right? There is an external pay person, but there must be some marks in the hands of your teacher. I am not aware of any university where no marks at all is in hand of the teacher. Some viva marks, internal marks. So there is marks, right? That internal 10, 20, 15 marks matter a lot in the final score. Okay, whether you get that makes a difference between grades and who tops and everything, right? Okay. So that matters. So when you are working, show your teacher that you are working, right? Go meet him a few times, and there's more. Pay attention in class, right? Step 3, pay attention in class. Teachers love attention. Ask some questions, but ones that teachers can answer. Do not show off to your friends by asking hard questions that they will not be able to answer. You are only antagonizing the teacher, and she will probably take it out on you in some way or the other. Okay. At least they're not going to like you, right? So it will have some impact on stuff. Go after class to meet them, to ask additional questions and share drafts of articles you are writing for their comments. It will improve their opinion of you. Okay. So basically, give them attention, reach out to them. Remember, most human beings easily succumb to flattery, especially when most students see teachers with contempt these days and are not that nice to the teachers. Okay, so teachers really love students who give them attention and flatters them. Okay, so why not do it? Step 4, 2-3 months before the exam, meet your subject teacher. By the way, all the advice I've given you, compared to that, this is the most important. Okay, 2-3 months before the exam, meet your subject teacher in their office. Tell them that you want to top in this subject. How can you go about it? For example, can you study the top projects from last year and top answer scripts, people who got top marks, okay, in that subject? Can you read their answer scripts? Okay, so you can understand what is the best way to write answers. This is a master stroke. Okay, by the way, remember that every teacher has a preferred way of writing answers. Okay, somebody may want a lot of case laws, somebody may want, that you write it in 1, 2, 3 pointers, bullet points, right? If you study this, first of all, if you study past year's papers, you will come to know that. Second, the teacher will tell you, when you are asking all these questions, the teacher will tell you what to actually do in your answer paper, so that they will prefer what they prefer and what they don't prefer. You have to ask them enough questions during this session and understand. Even if you go to a college where external faculties or check the, somebody, external experts will check papers, take viva, etc., your subject teacher probably can tell you things from their experience that you would never know otherwise. Simply by going up and showing interest in topping in the class, you will get support, advice, guidance that you will never get. Okay? Simply by showing interest in topping. You say, I want to be the university topper. Please tell me what to do. 2 months in hand. You see what your teachers can tell you. They know a lot. And for the next 2 months also, they'll guide you and help you. Okay? Okay. Step 5. Study past year's papers. This one you already know. You need to understand what is considered important from each chapter. Okay, so what does the teacher think is important, or what is considered generally important, right? So in CRPC, CPC, there are certain things which are considered important, and there are a lot of things which are not considered to be that important, right? So this thing obviously will be there. Teacher won't be asking you random question from random things. They will test you on the important concepts, because they also know that CPC, CRPC is huge, right? So they are going to ask you the most relevant stuff. Okay. Syllabuses and you need to develop that sense on what is important, what is not from CRPC. If you try to read the entire CRPC, you are shooting yourself in the foot. Okay. Syllabuses are usually too vast to learn or remember everything. Okay. It's very unlikely that you will be able to imagine in the same semester you have contract law, CPC, CRPC, Evidence Act, IPC. How are you going to remember all these huge 200-300 sections, 500 sections? You won't be able to do it. Okay, so very important to focus on that 20% which will produce results, and avoid that 80%. Make it a habit. So just ask that what is the 20% in this whole bloody book I need to read, or what are the, out of those 100 sections, what are the 20 sections I really need to know well? Okay, that would make the difference. Make it a habit to learn one topic every day from past year's papers. Do not get your past year papers at the end of the semester. What people do in the beginning of the semester, get a textbook. Okay, which is okay. Getting a textbook is okay, but even if you don't get it, don't harm. But what you should get in the beginning of the semester is the past year's papers. Anybody here do this? Anybody here do this? Get the past year's papers in the beginning of the semester. First thing you do in the semester is get the past year's papers. Yeah, that is the smartest thing. Okay. Then you make a list of concepts from the past year's papers. Okay. Maybe a list of, let's say you have in the semester, you have 100 days. Make a list of 100 topics from the past year's papers, and then every day make it a habit to learn one topic from the past year's paper. Those lists you have made, na? Every day you learn at least one. That will make a difference. Every day you learn one topic, and it will make a huge difference. Make it a habit. So if you are studying for this, and it's very easy, right? In 10 minutes, you'll be done studying one topic, or 20 minutes maximum. Then don't even try to read 2-3. You can, I mean, if you have, but rather, just figure out how you do it. Maybe, every day you study 3 topics, and then every different days in the week you study different subjects. Figure it out how you'll do it. Do not try to read textbooks back to back. It never works. And this is the one big problem that stops people, wastes time, create a lot of problems. If you pick up Avatar Singh Bangia and try to read it from front to back, terrible, terrible. This is not how you are going to top in class. This is not how you're going to score high marks. Okay? Although it is the most obvious thing, this is what our parents may have taught us. This is not going to work. Instead, start learning concepts tested in past year's papers. So flip into the book and open that part where that particular concept that was asked in past year's paper is there. Read that, just understand that. Also read the most simple and easy textbook back to back once. Okay, this is very important. Get the most simple, that Jhabwala, etc. get in the beginning of the semester and read through the whole thing, not before the exams. Although teachers will encourage you to read big fat textbooks, there are no tangible benefits of doing the same. Step 7, get class notes to understand what the teacher considers is important. Those things are important. This you also know, right? But you do this at the end of the semester. End of the semester, there is not enough time left. What if you got the past student, like last batches notes, get that in the beginning of the semester. That will make a huge difference. Focus on presentation during answering. Teachers find it terribly boring to read through answer scripts. It's a drudgery they hate. They hate reading papers. If you have seen law teachers, they hate reading all these answer papers. They do not read everything. Writing short, colorfully marked answer papers, get their attention a little bit more, and they will give you extra marks for that effort.